June 6, 1944, dawn broke over the beaches of Normandy, ushering in the largest amphibious invasion in history. Operation Overlord, the meticulously planned Allied assault to liberate Western Europe, was underway. Amidst the thunderous roar of naval guns and the churn of thousands of landing crowd, a catastrophic failure was unfolding, a detail so seemingly minor in the grand design that it almost rewrote the fate of the entire invasion. On one stretch of sand, designated Omaha Beach, the very heart of the Allied line was on the precipice of collapse. A nightmare born not of enemy brilliance, but of a single fateful decision, made in the pre-dawn darkness. This was the moment D-Day nearly died, a testament to the razor-thin margin between victory and utter disaster. The plan for Omaha Beach was simple yet audacious. A massive aerial bombardment would pulverize German strongpoints, followed by relentless naval shelling, clearing the way for infantry divisions to storm ashore. Tens of thousands of young American soldiers, packed into Higgins boats, watched the distant flashes of light, believing the aerial assault was obliterating the formidable German 352nd Infantry Division dug into the bluffs. But a critical, almost imperceptible shift in tactics had occurred. Allied air commanders, haunted by friendly fire incidents that could decimate their own troops during landing, issued a last-minute order. Pilots were to delay their bomb releases, ensuring their payloads would fall well beyond the beach, guaranteeing the safety of the approaching landing craft. The intention was noble, the consequence devastating. As the first waves hit the sand at H-hour 0630, the expected lunar landscape of craters and shattered defenses was nowhere to be found. The aerial bombardment had almost entirely missed its targets, falling harmlessly miles inland. The German 352nd, veterans hardened by years on the Eastern Front, were not only alive but unmolested. Their machine guns, mortars, and artillery pieces untouched, their interlocking fields of fire ready. The beach transformed into an inferno. The air, thick with the smell of cordite, vibrated with the continuous crackle of rifles and the terrifying thud-thud-thud of MG-42 machine guns. Soldiers, weighted down by equipment, stumbled from their boats into a hail of bullets, many drowning before they even reached the shingle. Obstacles, designed to be cleared by engineers, remained intact, trapping men and craft. The tide, rising relentlessly, began to claim the routed. On the bluffs, the German defenders watched in disbelief, then grim satisfaction, as the American assault dissolved into chaos. For hours, the situation hung by a thread. Bloody Omaha was not an exaggeration. It was a scene of unmitigated slaughter. Casualties mounted at an horrifying rate, nearing 2,000 within the first few hours. Commanders offshore, receiving fragmented, desperate reports, contemplated the unthinkable, pulling out, abandoning the beachhead and diverting follow-on forces. Such a retreat would have created a gaping hole in the Allied line, jeopardizing the entire D-Day operation. Yet amidst the horror, the tide began to turn, not through a grand strategic stroke, but through the sheer, bloody-minded courage of junior officers and enlisted men. Against all odds, small groups of GIs, often leaderless, found reserves of unimaginable bravery. They improvised, using Bangalore torpedoes to blow holes in wire, scaling the bluffs under murderous fire, silencing machine gun nests one by one. Crucially, the destroyers of the U.S. Navy, throwing caution and doctrine to the wind, steamed dangerously close to the shore, their cannons spitting fire at point-blank range directly into German pillboxes, their shells screaming over the heads of the pinned-down infantry. It was a desperate, unscheduled act of defiance that provided critical close-quarters firepower. The air bombardment had failed to deliver. By late afternoon, after hours of unimaginable sacrifice, precarious footholds were established, and the seemingly impossible began to yield to an indomitable human will. The miracle of Omaha Beach stands as a stark reminder of how close grand military operations can come to absolute ruin. Not due to overwhelming enemy strength, but a single well-intentioned but ultimately flawed operational decision. The delayed bomb release, a detail meant to protect, inadvertently paved the way for unprecedented carnage, transforming a planned assault into a battle for survival on the very edge of defeat. Yet, from that crucible of fire and blood emerged a testament to human resilience, to the improvised courage that clawed victory from the jaws of catastrophe. Omaha Beach, initially a symbol of near failure, ultimately became an enduring emblem of tenacity, ensuring D-Day and the liberation of Europe would not be lost on a single harrowing stretch of sand.